All right. Hi, I'm Cassandra Bodzak. I'm a holistic lifestyle expert, and today's Daily Light is all about how your life will expand in proportion to how much you show up for it. And I was just finishing up a video for the last video of my Lightmaker lifestyle program. And these women have been on a 3-month journey with me, and we ended it just around the holidays and the New Year's. And I just wanted to send out one final video because this just kept on coming through so strongly for me this new year, which is that our life really expands in proportion to the amount we show up for it. And for me, growing up, I was always in lots of clubs and I was in a sorority. And the funny thing is that I always really resonated with that saying is like, you'll get as much as you want to out of something, right? And that is something when you're, whether you're joining a club, whether you're going to a conference like this, whether you're reading something or you're, just hanging out with your friends, you can really get as much as you want to out of every situation by the amount of energy and effort you put into it, right? When you fully show up for something, and I think the sorority example or any like kind of club when you were younger is a great example. The more you showed up for it, the more you probably got out of it. The more friends you got out of it, the more learning you got out of it, and the more fun you probably had. And I don't think our life is any different. In fact, I know our life is not any different. So whether it's, your relationships or your friends or your career, I want you to really take an inventory right now and think, okay, what areas of my life am I feeling are like, lackluster? What areas of my life would I give kind of the C plus or the B minus? And where can I show up more in those areas? So for instance, for me, when it comes to my career, I know the more I'm showing up, the more expansive it feels. So like days like today, where last night I was on a plane till late last night. I was finishing up one of the chapters for my book to send to my editor. This morning I woke up, I did my meditation practice, I sent out that homework video to the last of my coaching peeps. I'm doing my light blast. I'm going to send a few emails, go over my notes, and then be in meetings all day today. And then I'll probably come home later and maybe rally up my girl Molly and have, and do a little bit more work after dinner. And when I'm showing up that much for my work, I feel amazing. And sometimes I think people can look at it from the outside and be like, oh my God, that's a lot. Like you feel like you must be crazy. You're doing so much. But actually, when I'm fully showing up and I'm being present with each task as I do it, that just helps me expand. That helps me feel like I'm living my most expansive life. And same thing with friends. Friends is, one of the areas I will say that I need to improve on when it comes to my work is email. I could show up in a much better way via email. I definitely have been working on ways to be more effective at managing my inbox. And that is a way that I can show up even greater that I'm looking at. So I think it's important when you look at each area and you're really thinking about this to think about, honor your strengths and then also look at your weaknesses and say, okay, so, whereas, it's kind of like when you look at the room and you're like, all right, well, this room is pretty clean. And then I'm going to do like one more once over and just make sure there's no dust or like, there's not a sock hidden behind the chair, So if you do that in each area of your life, your life is going to explode, right? And for me, it's really helped. I've noticed that in my friendships. When I put more love into my friendships, I feel more love from my friendships. It's with anything. So I hope that you liked your little blast of light today, and I hope that you take this, do some journaling on it, really think about it, and see how you can start putting into action, showing up for your life at a higher level so that you can receive at a higher level from your life. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe so you can get this Daily Light blast every single day. And feel free to join us over on Periscope for live Daily Lights every day. And we also do live Q&As following it. So if you want to get a little bit more input from me, I would love to see you over there. Mwah! Bye, my YouTube loves.